Hi, I'm Fred McNear. You're watching QAC TV, and this is Golf Blue Heron. We're going to spend a great day on the Blue Heron Golf Course, which is your community golf course. Today, Eric, we're going to be on holes, 3 and 4?
Number 3 and 4.
And we'll have kind of a moderate length hole and then a short hole.
That's correct. Very difficult, though.
Well, the fourth hole is the famous Bill Hackett over the water, and you and I both have some tricks up our sleeve for that hole, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And just a disclaimer, this is to protect Eric's reputation. My reputation has long been ruined. Eric has never taught me ever golf, nor does he ever intend to, and once you see me play, you understand why. Anyway, have a good time. We're going to see you on the tee box on hole number 3 at Blue Heron Golf Course. Thank you for doing that. Just give me I'll bring money. We're here on hole 3 at Blue Heron. Eric, you want to tell us a little about hole 3?
This is a fairly long par 3. It's down a little bit of a hill to a very slender green, so it's a difficult little par 3.
And you've got pine trees on the left, houses and trees on the right? So you've got to put that ball down the center, right?
That's right. I would play this hole maybe just short of the green, so you have a nice little chip shot maybe up on there to secure par.
And I want to remind the audience, when we did this last week, Eric started off with a 300-yard drive. Not mine was a 300-foot drive. And that's to remind everybody, from the white tees, it's 187 yards. From the red tees, 181. No water. And by the way, I think what I love about when you get on the green, if you can look through the trees, there's a beautiful scenery in the background of houses and water. It's just a beautiful spot.
Yeah, it looks right out on Price Creek.
Okay. Well, Eric, let's give this one a shot, all right? Eric, you go first, okay? Eric, as you're about ready to tee off, you said you got a tip for us? Go ahead.
I do have a little tip. It seems that most of the amateur golfers hold the golf club too tight. Okay, and so one of the objects to hitting the ball a good distance is to have a nice loose grip. So one thing you can do is when you come up to address the ball and you're getting over top, is just give the club a little waggle like this.
Okay.
And you want to make sure that it's nice and loose in your hands. Okay, so if it's too tight, you'll be doing this.
You're not squeezing it to death.
Not squeezing it, nice and loose. So just give it a waggle. Make sure you're nice and relaxed before you take the stroke, and that will make better solid contact, and you'll get a little better distance on it.
Great,
well.
Eric. Another question. Tell me what you did with the tee.
I just used a broken tee that was here.
Okay.
But any chance that you have to put the ball on a tee, you can benefit from that. Okay, so you have a little less room for error as far as hitting the ground before the ball or whatnot. So if you have the chance to tee it up on a par 3, tee it up.
Okay, and how about club selection? What'd you choose and why?
I have a 6-iron from here. That should get me right about 185 yards, so about 2 yards short of what the tee sign says. Like I said, keep it short. Everything on the front 9 here slopes from back to front, so you'll leave yourself a little bit uphill putt or uphill chip shot.
Okay, well, good luck. Eric, why don't we share with people one of the services you offer, and I know you help me every couple of years, you re-grip the clubs.
That's right.
How often should you do it, and what should people look for when they talk about grips?
Well, it really depends on how much you play. But if you play on an average amount a year, you should try to re-grip your clubs once a year.
Oh, once a year, okay.
Once again, keeping the grip nice and loose in your hands, you will make sure there's enough tackiness that it will stay in your grip. So.
Okay. And for senior golfers, they've made cushiony, I call it an arthritic grip. But I mean, it just makes all the difference. And after 18 holes, your hand's not as tired and worn out. That's
right. They make different size grips. Really, if you don't have arthritis, you just kind of go on your hand size. But if you do have arthritis, they do make grips that are a little bit bigger, a little bit more comfortable in your hand.
And Eric, to get this done, do they call you and just simply, I'd like to bring my clubs down, it takes about a week. What's the procedure?
Yeah, they just call me up and we'll go through a catalog and look at some different options for them, and then they pick out what they want. I'll order them and get them in, and it only takes me about a half hour or so to do a complete set. So.
And I know you do a great job. It's about the 3rd time you've done it. Now remember, I have an excuse all day today. I can blame it on the grips.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, not too bad.
Eric, now you tell me. I'm a senior citizen, so my object is I don't go for distance anymore. I just try to keep it on the fairway. What's a tip you give a senior golfer after seeing me swing? Besides, play tennis.
Well, Fred, what I would tell you is to try to finish your golf swing over on your forward foot. So being a left-handed golfer, that's your right foot.
Okay.
So when you come through, just like any sport, there's a weight shift, and you want to make sure that you finish on the side towards the target. That way you'll get a better weight shift, and that time you hit a little bit behind the ball, So I think if we shift our weight towards the target, we're going to hit the
hit a
ball
little harder
before hitting behind us.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
All right, so Fred, what you had is what we call a reverse weight shift, where you fell backwards like this, and that made you hit the ground behind the ball, okay? So what we want to see you do this time is when you finish, get all your weight right down the target line like that, okay? And finish with your belly button facing towards the target.
Because I'm a lefty, I want to. All right, Eric, now help us old golfers out. About 60 yards away from the pin, there's a slope. What should be my strategy here?
Well, from here, I think what you want to do is just kind of bounce it on the apron and let it roll right up on the green.
Okay, so aim for it, pop it up in the air, and let it roll right to the green.
That's right.
Okay, let's see how we do. Not enough mustard on it. All right, Eric, explain your lie here and what your strategy is going to be.
Well, it's a little bit of a downhill lie, so the ball's going to come out a little lower, a little quicker. I'm a little shorter than I had planned on being from the tee box, but what we'll do is just try to get on the front portion of the green and let it roll back.
Okay, good luck and see you on the green. Nice, bite, good hit, bite. Now, we want to show you what we call a senior citizen golfing tip. Eric, what in the world is that over there?
What are you looking at, Fred?
Not a thing, see you on the green. Okay, Eric, it's always a miracle when I get to the green. Now tell me, what should be my strategy when I get to the green?
Well, I got to tell you, that was a great last shot you hit there, Fred.
I tell you what, that ball kept rolling.
I missed it.
Did you ever get that deer in the woods over there?
Basically putting is distance and direction, okay? So once you stand behind your ball and kind of figure out what line you want the ball to go on, what I would do is step back and take a couple practice swings while looking at the hole the whole time, and that will give you a feel for how far it's going to take or how hard it's going to take to go from point A to point B.
Okay.
So I think you'll be much better off. You don't make a lot of these putts, but if you get the right distance, you have a better chance.
Get it, you just two putt the green, which would be nice.
Right.
Okay, see you at the hole.
All right, he's going to line it up here and give it a good shot. Look at the hole and make a couple practice swings. I'll tend the pin and make sure my shadow's not in the way. I think the Delmarva News is here to cover Fred's golf. That's right, by helicopter. All right. Well, I think you could benefit from some new technology there, Fred.
Oh, yeah.
But
you don't like my St. Andrews. This was probably founded when golf was founded. Okay. Yeah, Eric, see what you got.
Let's get a look at that club.
Okay. Now this is from St. Andrews, Scotland.
Nice.
And explains why I 4-putt every green. Nicely done. Nice touch. Okay, now, Eric, we're going to head over to the King Neptune or Bill Hackett Waterhole, and you all going to see golf at its finest. Now we're on what I call the dreaded hole 4, Blue Heron. Tell us a little bit about this hole.
well, this hole's only 105 yards, but it's all water, it's all carry. This is a signature hole for the golf course. We rebuilt the green back in 2005, so it's a little bit flatter. It used to slope right towards the water, but it is definitely one of the dreaded risk-reward holes on the golf course.
This is what I call psych hole. You look at it, it's only 105 yards, but Eric, I swear, every ball I have in my pocket knows to go 103 yards. Okay, and we also call this the Bill Hackett hole, which we'll explain in a second. All right, let's get going in this hole. And by the way, let me get some extra golf balls. Eric, I want you to know this hole has local lore attached to it. We all call it the Bill Hackett hole. Now, Bill Hackett is a wonderful teacher at Kent Island High School. He's a great basketball coach, former golf coach. Every time, and by the way, Bill is a better person than a golf. He's just a wonderful guy. Every time he comes to this hole, he faces the hole and says, "King Neptune, king of the waters of the world, I appease you." Reaches back and throws the ball in the water, and then proceeds to put 3 more balls in the water. Okay, so let's see if we can break that.
All right, Fred, before you go, I got you a little gift for this hole.
Okay.
Right here, okay?
Thank you. Let's see, do you have 2 dozen? I need at least that, okay. King Neptune, be merciful to me. Go, 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 go. Oh.
You know, I think there was a gust of wind that came up right when we were getting ready to swing.
Did you see that worm come out of the ground and hit that ball? Oh, Lord.
Hey, Fred, do you own a tennis racket?
You know what? A lot of golf pros encourage me to take up tennis. 15 minutes later, ball number 42.
Well, the pond is filling up. We'll be able to walk to the green pretty soon.
Number 43. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, Lord. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, Lord, we made it. 20 minutes later, I finally got a ball across the Blue Lagoon. I guess it's time to wake up, Eric. Eric, time to wake up. You can hit the ball now. It's still Tuesday. Eric, one of the things, the charm of this golf course is the wildlife. You want to talk a little bit what we see when we can go around normally?
Yeah, you know what? There are a lot of blue herons out here. And then over here, once in a while, you see an osprey or two over there. So it's very pretty out here.
Okay, and I tell you what, I can't. Oh, look at I didn't realize I got on the green. Let's see if we can putt out here. Heck of a shot. All right, Eric, I'm going to line it up. Try to read the green. Take a couple practice swings.
Yeah, you got to hit a little harder. You're on the fringe here, so make sure you get up there to the hole.
And I might be short again. That just means we got to have more breakfast.
Good direction.
Okay. Nice shot. Get in, get in, get in. Pretty shot. Pretty. Well done. Okay. Well, I still got a putt and a half here. Get in there, get in there, get in there.
Oh my. That was a good putt. I think I'll let you have the rest of that one.
Okay, we'll stop it there. Well, Eric, thanks for a great couple of holes today. Now, before we talk about what we'll be doing next week, remind everybody about two things. If people are interested in lessons, how do they go about contacting you and what should they do?
Well, they can just send me an email or call the pro shop and we can work around their schedule. So.
Eric, what's an email address they can use?
It's ebuffet@qac.org.
Okay, all right. And the phone number?
It's 410-643-5721.
Great. Now, I know you have some summer camps coming up. Do you want to talk about those for a second?
I do. We have junior golf camps starting the end of June. They run all the way into August. So just go on the website, www.blueherongolf.org, and all the dates are there for in all the age groups.
Okay, and plenty of information and a lot of space available?
There's still quite a few camps that have some space.
Next week, Eric, you're going to take us on a 287-yarder, all right, which is an interesting hole because you've got to hit over 2 bodies of water, right, to get to that green.
That's right. Fred, I think we should go back and get you some more balls.
Yeah. Next time, would you bring 2 buckets? This is Fred McNeil saying thanks for being with us, and we're going to see you next week.